We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short, and they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage. And he goes down right there.
He was brought down by Earl Thomas. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 41-yard line.
Oh, let's go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to air one out. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, box truck.
On play action, Allen.
Let's go.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Right there. 54, right there.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Oh, I can't.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
You know that's some bull crap. That's how you be getting it, bro. We be having you where we want you at. You get some bullshit like that all the time.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Five.
Allen. Flushed out right. He finds his running back, Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, it took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st down, Mixon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield.
Let's go.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That's what I'm talking about. Everybody laughing. Them Jets suck. Them Jets suck.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell.
We got to come up with that right now. We got to come back.
It's a big run that time by Bell. 54 yards on the ground.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first.
25. Double dog, that's the way. Shit. Green, double team. Kill. Where we go?
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
See it
and it's
now.
Reuben Foster in
Lay
on
down.
the tackle. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
We just got something to prove.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Allen now looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. There defensively was Matthias Farley to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's going to wind up and air it out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, this is blocked. And the Jets have got it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Check 26, check 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. He completes it to Julio Jones. Julio Jones all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass 85, pass 85.
After the sack on first down, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Check it out, check it out. Hey, 7. Hey, hold. Check 15, check 15.
Going for it on 4th down, Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. Thank goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set them up with golden field position. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Jameis to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Wow.
This is Grant. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
What you doing there?
I said I was okay. Why?
Okay, I'm asking why you okay.
Why I can't be okay?
No, I put the toy in there and she tore it up. I put the toy in there with her. She was at the cage the whole time I was gone.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And you said I'm outside.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I had to give her a dog treat so she could be quiet.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, so they held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Let's get off the field. Check. Pilot, 64, wait. I got it.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, exit.
Allen off the play fake. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On play action, Allen. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Ringo.
They'll try and throw for it here. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Get where I told y'all to be at.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Winston from the gun on third down. That's complete. It's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will get him one closer. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Okay.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The first down throw for Winston. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throw, Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
nigga bad. Oh, he's fucking humbling.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And they're able to swarm in behind the line, and his rough night continues.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 15 now. Allen caught on the right side by Jones. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
I want to go to bed smiling knowing I did my thing. Y'all niggas letting this
big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
He done dropped too many interceptions, fellas.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Half 85, half 85. You draw horses.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Sit, Willow, now. Lay down. Lay down. You piss me off.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Black 25.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. It's caught. Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Bell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You got a lot to do with them.
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point up and good. And gives his guys a 12-point advantage. This is taken at his 4. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Coming. Nick, go ahead and put them dogs on my post so I can see it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that?
Let's go.
Third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Yeah, so, hold on.
Seahawk Earl Thomas. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Bell. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Winston now. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets will extend their lead. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, Allen. The left side completion to Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Hey, Haywood! Back, back, back!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Bravo!
Allen going to throw again. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Now Allen again. Got an open man. That's Campbell. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Middle. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Say.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Joe Mixon His second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Hey, but look at my record, though. I done got some time to watch you, though, dude. I done got some. That run wasn't happening. I know when I play you, we're going to get at least 2 fumbles a game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah.
Winston here to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fist and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this.
And then that's the thing, the crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down and came away with a victory.
So for the Jets, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show, but can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time